Welcome to day 4 of the Depression Support Series, Finding Focus and Motivation. Motivation can feel hard to connect with when depression sets in. When everything feels overwhelming, it's hard to start. And motivation loves momentum, but if we never start, we can never build momentum. In this tapping meditation, we'll tap on the resistance to creating a routine and getting started. We'll also explore ways to shift our internal narrative to one that is more supportive. All throughout this series, we've talked about how each step along the way is valuable and worth celebrating. In this session, we'll bring our attention to the value of the incremental things you do throughout the day to build momentum and help create a vision for what is possible. Important note, this tapping meditation is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician, therapist, or other qualified health provider. This is intended to help you in this journey and as extra support. So let's begin by taking a gentle breath in and out. And just take a moment to check in with yourself and how you feel. When you think of the lack of focus or motivation you have experienced, do any emotions come up? Maybe it's frustration or sadness. Just get clear on what comes up and rate the intensity of this feeling on a scale from 0 to 10, with 10 being the most extreme, the most uncomfortable, and 0 being that you feel calm and or neutral. Rate your number in the app now. So let's go ahead and start tapping on the side of the hand, and you can repeat after me in your mind or out loud. And we'll start by acknowledging how we feel, giving it a voice before shifting towards feelings of self-compassion and positive visions for the future. The side of the hand, even though I've been struggling with feeling motivated. I can breathe deeply and honor how I feel. Even though I feel resistance around taking action. I accept how I feel and choose to move at my own pace. Even though I feel unmotivated and unfocused. I choose to relax now while I stay open to new possibilities. Good. So tapping through the points, the eyebrow point, part of me wants to do more. Side of the eye, and another part of me doesn't. Under the eye, there's room for all of these parts of me. Under the nose, I've been trying to push myself to change. Under the mouth, I've been trying to criticize myself forward. Collarbone, I recognize this isn't working. Under the arm, all of this pressure and criticism. Top of the head, I acknowledge the struggle I've been having. Good. So let's go back to the eyebrow point, just tapping gently. And I'll guide you through the points here. No need to repeat after me. So, on the eyebrow point, when you think about your past struggles with focus, notice how you've been treating yourself. Have you been critical? Have you put pressure on yourself? Maybe you even hear an inner narrative that's harsh or judgmental. So just notice whatever comes up. And on the side of the eye, imagine a child who is always being criticized and told they aren't good enough. Notice what that child's body language is like, what their expression is like, how they move about the world. Notice how it feels to think about this child. Under the eye, would you expect the child who is always being criticized to thrive? Of course not. So then why do you expect yourself to thrive when you're being harsh and self-critical? So maybe it's time to try something new. Under the nose, self-judgment and criticism can be a familiar pattern. We try to hate ourselves happy or criticize ourselves to change, but real change can only happen through self-love and self-care. And under the mouth, this can start with one kind thought. Just notice what it feels like to pause and recognize how far you've come. Life may not be perfect, but you have been through a lot. And here you are, tapping and reflecting and creating changes. You are already moving forward just by showing up to tap. And on the collarbone, take a moment to open up to feeling proud of yourself, proud of every small step, whether it's getting out of bed or thinking something kind about yourself or pressing play on this tapping meditation. You can feel proud. You can celebrate yourself. Under the arm, how can you be a better friend to yourself? How can you set up your day in a way that supports you? Now, as you tap, you stay open to ideas, and as you go about your day, your mind stays open to inspiration. This can be as simple as creating a daily routine, knowing when you're getting outside for a walk or when you're going to shower or even call a friend. And on the top of the head, you are open to experimenting and trying different things that support you. It's not about perfection. This is about the freedom to explore while you encourage yourself along the way. So go back to the eyebrow point and repeat after me in your mind or out loud. What if I could do one thing today? And the side of the eye, even if it's something small. Under the eye, it could feel so good to do one little thing. Under the nose, And what if I could give myself more credit? Under the mouth. Maybe I've already done things today to celebrate. The collarbone. By focusing on one thing at a time. Under the arm. I can build momentum. Top of the head. It feels good to follow through. Back to the eyebrow. I move with ease. Side of the eye. I move at my own pace. Under the eye. I feel pulled towards new ideas. Under the nose. I am free to try new things. Under the mouth. I'm free to experiment. Collarbone. I am as motivated as I need to be. Under the arm. And I honor my process. Top of the head. I'm doing a great job. Back to the eyebrow. I release any remaining tension in my body. Side of the eye. I don't need to push myself forward. Under the eye. Instead, I feel pulled towards actions that support my goals. Under the nose. I don't need all the answers now. Under the mouth. I stay open to inspiration. Collarbone. New ideas are around the corner. Under the arm. New opportunities are around the corner. Top of the head. I feel open and ready. Good. And you can stop tapping and take a slow breath in and out. Excellent. Great job. Just take a moment to notice how you feel now. And when you're ready, check in with that original feeling and rate your new number on the scale of 0 to 10. So if you feel better, your number will be lower. And if your number is still higher than you'd like it to be, you can repeat this tapping now or later. Even a slight drop in intensity can create profound changes in your life. You might notice little things throughout your day, new ideas, or a kind thought. As you go through this tapping process and through this series, you are rewiring your brain and helping yourself open up to more self compassion. This process can take time and it's important to value the steps along the way. So be sure to join me tomorrow for day 5, connecting to hope and gratitude. Until next time, this is Dr. Damon Silas saying peace, love, and light. Take care and keep tapping.